Carpenter's Hall was built in 1770 and was funded by the Carpenters Company of Philadelphia. First occupied as a meeting place for the Carpenters Company, it soon turned into an important meeting place during the American Revolution. It was also home to the First Continental Congress, chosen over Independence Hall because of the large Tory population at Independence Hall.
Welcome to Carpenter's Hall, one of the most important meeting places during the American Revolution. Here, Ben Franklin, among other colonial representatives, met to discuss grievances against the British Crown. Other than the First Continental Congress, Carpenter's Hall was used as a host to secret meetings between the French and U.S. representatives to discuss French alliance during the American Revolution. French aid was crucial to American victory during the Revolutionary War. Here comes Ben Franklin arriving on his favorite horse.
Hi, Mr. Ben Franklin. I'm a representative of the Carpenter's Hall. I understand you would like to use our hall for a meeting place.
Yes, we would like to hold the First Continental Congress at Carpenter's Hall.
First Continental Congress? What's that?
Delegates of all the colonies are meeting together to discuss grievances against the British Crown, and we believe that your hall is the best place to do that.
Why can't you just use Independence Hall?
We thought about it, but Independence Hall is infested with Tories. We needed a more secluded place to discuss our issues with the British Crown.
Alright, it's all yours. How long is it going to take you guys?
Well, we plan on using it for about 50 days, but we might need to use it again next year for a potential Second Continental Congress, depending on the size of the meeting.
Whatever you need, sir.
Well, if war breaks out, it might be useful as a hospital during the war. Also, we might use it as the first library of Philadelphia.
Carpenter's Hall is a good example of Georgian architecture. Georgian architecture obviously stretches symmetrical windows and Flemish brick building. The Flemish bond brick pattern was a very popular design throughout 18th century colonial America, as you can see here.
This area is off limits to the public. However, during its time, it served as a house for the master carpenter. These tools were an important part of the Carpenters Guild. This guild was much like most of the guilds in Europe. This is a small-sized model of Carpenter's Hall. As you can see, it's a very intricate design. Welcome to Carpenter's Hall, one of the most important meeting places during the American Revolution. Here, Ben Franklin, among other colonial representatives, met to discuss grievances against the British Crown.
This is a portrait of Peyton Randolph, President of the Virginia House of Burgesses. Randolph headed the colony's delegation of the First Continental Congress. His ability as a conciliator earned him the presidency of both the First and Second Continental Congresses. In 1775, before Randolph could take the chair, he was recalled to Williamsburg, and John Hancock of Massachusetts replaced him. In September, he returned as a member of the delegation until his death from a stroke in October. Congress attended a memorial service here at Carpenter's Hall.
Other than the First Continental Congress, Carpenter's Hall was used as a host to secret meetings between the French and U.S. representatives to discuss French alliance during the American Revolution. French aid was crucial to American victory in the Revolutionary War.
The Carpenters Guild and this hall was vital to the American Revolution. Half of the Carpenters Guild served in the military, and the other half worked as carpenters around the city and helped protect the city and defend it during the American Revolution.
George Washington was a member of the First Continental Congress. Upstairs is where wounded American and British soldiers stayed during the American Revolution. Carpenter's Hall was an important hospital during the war.
This is where Patrick Henry made his famous speech claiming,
I am not a Virginian, but an American.
America! These chairs were actual chairs that our founding fathers sat in.
This is a banner carried in the parade celebrating the ratification of the Constitution. Film produced by Connor Faith, Joey Granahan, Jake Orders, and Jack Diggory.